Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'm gonna share it to you what I have learned in the subject of TNCT, or the Trends, Network, and Critical Thinking in the 21st Century. So, in this lesson, I have learned a lot. I'm so much thankful to this subject and also to the teacher who are uh, teaching us, which is Sir Bailusis. So, okay, trends is a continuous development towards something. So, in this subject, I have learned uh, the difference between the trends and the fads. So, first, uh, I have know the trends. So, trends is a continuous development towards something or new, different. It simply reflects on what seems to be going around at any given time. In short, it has spiked slowly, but it has long term. So, trends has spiked slowly and but has a long term, or it popularity, it has a long term. So while fads is something such as an interest or fashion that is very popular for a short time. So I have learned that the trend is a long term, and fads is a short term or short time, according to Merriam-Webster's. So learn Merriam-Webster's Learner's Dictionary. I know that fads, it is a product that has little, if any, or utility, but characterized by a quick rise in sales and popularity, followed by a quick decline in sales and popularity. So it talks about popularity. So I learned about their difference. Also, I learned about the trends analysis that talks about the examination of trends phenomena and speculation on its likely impact in the future. Also, the trends spotting. So, I learned the trends analysis and trend spotting. Trend spotting that talks about the process of identifying of trends. I learned also in this subject the 5 ways to spot and capitalize on trends, which are the anticipate change, see it coming, distinguish between short-lived fads and long-term trends. Make sure your solutions are realistic and create a competitive advantage. Because of this subject, I learned the two types of trends, which are the micro trends and the mega trends. So, mega trends are those larger patterns, trends that reshape and transform our lives, while micro trends is the advocate localization as opposed to globalization. I have learned a lot in this lesson regarding to this topic. It made me lucky to get opportunity to study and learn through this. Furthermore, it made me greatly uphold even we are experiencing difficulties, thanks to our God that is undying grace will endure forever. In this subject, I learned the difference between the strategic thinking and the intuitive thinking. Intuitive thinking is just that thoughts that rise from the back of your mind because the situation you are dealing with has something in common with your past experience. While the strategic analysis, it is a systematic approach to solving the problem. It is much safer than the it is much safer than the what we call this than the intuitive thinking uh, because you are forced to collect new data. I learned in this subject, I learned the root of the ICT, or the information and the communication technology. It has been in use since 1980s, especially by academic researchers. The term ICT was coined by Dennis Stevenson in 1997. Because of this subject, I know already the meaning of information technology. It is a combination of the two, which is the information and the technology. Information is a process data with a meaning. It is organized and has a useful interpretation of data. On the other hand, technology has to do with tools, machines, systems to apply change in a human-made environment. In advancement of the ICT is changing, and some of this includes the cloud computing, mobile applications, and user interfaces. I also learned it about the kind of scam, which is the phishing. Phishing scams are attempts by scammers to trick you into giving out personal information such as your bank account, numbers, passwords, and credit card numbers. I also learned the kind of government system, which is the democratic government. Democracy means the role of people. It is a system of government where citizens choose their representatives to form a governing body. Because of it, I already know the elements of democracy, which are the separation and balance of power. Under of it is the legislative branch, executive branch, and judicial branch. The second one to the six elements are a pluralistic system of political parties and organizations, respect for the rule of law, accountability, and transparency, free and independent media, and respect for the human rights. Also, the characteristics of it, which are the equality before law, political freedom, and rule of law. I'm such I'm so much thankful for this subject because learned a lot of I have learned a lot of new things that I I of I learned a lot of it, like some things that I didn't know before. So that's all. Thank you.